Hey, 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 happy Thanksgiving, everybody here in the U.S. and happy Thanksgiving to everybody around the world because we should always be grateful and thankful. I know I'm thankful for this business. It's given me an opportunity to dream again and go for stuff that would only happen through this business. I'm going to turn over to Chris first and then I'll take it after that. Go ahead, Chris.
Good morning, brother. I love you. I love all of you. Very thankful day. Let me put out first again, happy Thanksgiving from the DeGarmos, the Johnsons, and a special one from Ash Mufareh. He prays and wishes you all a blessed day and also forward as we move on. Today's birthday, my brother Cecil Ware. You know it, Cecil. I know you can't hear me, but I know you're reading the words. Happy birthday, brother. I love you. T-Bird Taylor. Look at that name. Happy birthday to you. Elliot, buddy, promise. I love Elliot. Happy birthday to you, Elliot. Marcia Raymond and Mo El Hadi, happy birthday to you. I hope you guys have a blessed day on Turkey Day. We celebrate that in America. Man, it's a great thing. Now, let me throw some prayers out here real quick. Tanya Hennard's daughter is recovering from a gallbladder removal. I actually forgot about that yesterday. Tanya, I apologize. I hope everything's doing good. I know that she's recovering. Chloe, my favorite young lady, Chloe, Julie Pierre's daughter, we're praying for you, Chloe. Melvin Hicks, Melvin and Joyce, continued prayers for them. They're going through some things in recovery, and they need some help. They got some more tests to do, so pray for Melvin and strengthen that family. Robin Noble and her family, give her lots of prayers, lots of strength. She really is a beautiful, fun lady. We have a blast with her almost every night. Peter Rogers, I know he's recovering. I think he's doing good because I think I seen him some texts he was putting out. Lister T, I haven't seen in a couple of days. I know she has some issues, so say some prayers for her. Red and Jane's mothers are both going through some stuff. Prayers for them. And absolutely pray for the Mufarehs, the DeGarmos, the Johnsons, because we're all doing something that we love to do, and we ask for strength and wisdom every day from all of you to keep doing what we're doing. Now, and I'm also going to say silent prayers for a lot of people that send me prayers they don't want to be talked about yet, and that's okay. We're going to pray for you. Now, I have a cool update real quick. His name is Phil Laird, L-A-I-R-D. He's an older gentleman, and he texted me yesterday and said that a few months ago he had gone to the doctors and turned out his diabetes was over, kind of like me, well over 500. He went down in there. They gave him, the usual, and they brought him down to 322. And he decided to say, you know what, I got to take control, take charge. He's listened to Marty, Norell, John White, myself talk about the carnivore. And now get this. So he decided to do the carnivore. Now he's 64 years old. It's been around 4 to 5 weeks since I've changed my diet. And today my blood sugar is at 117. He even had high blood pressure. His sugar levels are way, way, way down, little over 100, I believe he said. And I'm amazed. Now, he's 64 years old. He actually said in dog years, I'd probably be dead. I thought it was very funny that he said that. His blood pressure is perfect. He said his blood pressure was like when he was in his 20s again. He said, I'm old like Marty. But he'll be 64 next month, December 29th, 1960. So make sure we give a shout out. Now, he's a 5'11". He's around 230, 240 pounds. He said he's lost weight in his waist. And again, I'm bringing this update to let people know that there's something out there that works. We've all shown it, proven it. And we would love for you at least to try it if you're having some of those issues. But I am very thankful on this beautiful Thanksgiving Day, not only for all of you. I'm thankful I got to meet Ash Mufareh. I got to meet this business. I got to meet the DeGarmos. And I'm just very, very thankful and upbeat. The things that's been going on for the last couple months have literally drove me crazy because I love it. I think that I ask every day the Lord for prayers for patience, kindness, and that's what I'm doing. Lots of questions every day, and I tell people just be patient because something really is about to change your life. As I go to my wonderful Thanksgiving dinner today at my daughter's in-laws, which they throw a great Chris and Mary, a great party for us. I have in the back of my mind all the people that aren't really enjoying it or maybe live on the streets. And not to depress you, but they're out there. Please think about them. Say prayers for those individuals. Say prayers that you're about to change their lives. That's what it's about for me. Kindness goes such a long way. All we got to do is step up to the plate like Mufareh did. And when this thing takes off, you're going to have a lot of things to bless people with. And I pray that you start with your family and then jump in and start helping your community. That's going to turn into your country, and that's going to turn into the world with all the founders we have. So happy Thanksgiving. I love every one of you. I'm going to turn this over to my lovely brother, Marty DeGarmo. My lovely brother. Boy, does that sound cute. Because he's done an amazing job. I personally want to wish Marty, Don, and his family a blessed Thanksgiving. He's done more for me and more for all of us than probably anyone in my life. And I'm very, very appreciative. And I love making him blush. He's like, shut up, Chris. I love you, brother. It's all yours.
Yeah, I love you too. Calm down on the other stuff, all right? Gemma, thank you for the super sticker. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I mean that. That's, I believe we learned to be grateful. I'm super grateful for all of you. I mean that. I'm grateful for this business, Mr. Mufareh doing what he's doing beyond what I can express in words. Today or last night, I got a message from Keith Merritt, and he liked one of the shows about the numbers. So he dedicated one of his shows on YouTube to one of our shows. And because it's Thanksgiving, and he's such a great guy, so humble. He plays instruments. He's just a really, really nice guy. I told him I would play it today. One other shout out. Last night we did Julie Pierre's show. It was long, probably too long, but it was good. And if you want to watch it, it's live on the channels. But let me play this for Chris. It's going to take a few minutes, but it's Thanksgiving, and I want to just be more of a thankful than anything else. So here we go.
Let me say hello to you. Yes, you who just clicked on this video. Let me say welcome to Next Level Living. And I know that many of us, we are big on numbers, right? Whenever we see an opportunity or we're about to embark on one, we want to know that if we put our time and our efforts and our resources, what will the return be? And that's a good thing. Nothing is wrong with that. So in this video, which I think is one of my favorites, all right? In this video, you'll be seeing a presentation given by Marty DeGarmo, all right? One of the great Onpassivians. Now, in Onpassive, we're not big on calling folks leaders and names and that kind of thing and all these ranks, but he has proven himself to be an effective leader. And so I see him as a great leader. And he is pretty cool with numbers. And I love the way he broke it down in this video. And the number that you're going to hear is really surrounding one of Onpassive's products. Onpassive has many products and will be making more. Think of a company that has everything inside of it, all that you need. It has everything in one box, so to speak, in one place, and they can tap and go all you need. All right, it's called Catmo. Complete, automated, all right, targeted traffic. And of course, you know, the Mo means that's where the money comes in. All right, it's a complete automated system, right? And it is targeted traffic. And of course, you know what happens when that's in place. So Marty Gamo is going to break it down for us how crazy things can look for us in a good way with just one product. All right. So like I said, a lot of us like numbers. I know I do. And many of us may be new to Onpassive, and this may intrigue you as well. And there are many of us who are, you know, we're already part of the Onpassive movement. We are early adapters, or, you know, we are founding members, that kind of thing. So those of you who can come on board and be affiliates of this company, because the CEO not only want us to enjoy, but those who ever see the vision and those who can see themselves being effective in being a benevolent, kind of paid forward, helping your community, helping those around you, that kind of attitude is really something that Onpassive love and really, really promotes. So as we're about to begin with our amazing leader, Marty Gamo, you know, he comes on with Chris sometimes on pretty much every morning now, 10 o'clock. And really, really great show. So here it is. And I hope you enjoy and see how powerful this thing can be, and how we all can be debt free in a very short time from now, given that we make the choice to be a part of this company. Take a look.
Hello, 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 everybody. This is Marty here with Chris Johnson. We have been going over hypothetical numbers just for illustration purposes, as you see in red. So remember that, okay? I'm not telling you these are guaranteed, but it's something to look at after some research I've done. And you know about research, it could be up, it could be down, but it's something to look at. Team and profit building using AI targeted traffic, selling a high demand product. All those scenarios. AI traffic with a high demand products. Example, like OConnect. Okay. For a high demand product, AI targeted traffic could result in 50 to 120 purchases out of 1,000 visitors. That would be 1,000 AI targeted traffic, depending on the baseline conversion rate and campaign effectiveness. There's a lot of variables there, so it could be a wide range. It could be even less, it could be even more. But this is a scenario between 50 and 120 and 1,000 customers, 1,000 visitors, visitors. Here's the breakdown of potential purchases at different visitor counts for a high demand product with 5 to 10% baseline conversion rate, AI targeted, boosting it to 6 to 12%. That's what AI does. It brings it up a few notches, okay? So anyway, keep in mind. Now, when it says 5 to 10%, that is someone that's actually marketing. It's not throwing a bunch of crap in the air. I mean, conversion at 5 to 10 is probably normal. Okay. Visitors, low conversion, 6%. High conversion, 12%. So if you had 1,000 targeted traffic come to your site, you could, with this scenario, have 60 purchases. Or at a higher end, at 12%, you'd have 120 purchases. And as you go down, 900 visitors, 800 visitors, 700 visitors, 600 visitors, and you see it. And they go. I broke it down all the way to 100. If you had 100 visitors, you'd have 6 purchases, up to 12 purchases. Now, when I say purchases, remember, these are customers. So not only would you have 6 purchases, you'd have 6 new customers. There's no guarantee. I'm just giving an example. So let's say that month you'd have 6 people that paid for the product, and you have 6 new customers, or you have 12. Could be more, could be less, okay? But it's something to look at. Explanation. Low conversion, 6%. represents AI optimization boosting a conservative baseline of 5. High conversion, 12%, reflects a significant boost for a well-optimized campaign for high-demand product. See, it's like double, okay? This table shows how purchase scale with visitors count based on conversion rate. Okay, here's what it goes. Here's the breakdown. Assuming each purchase is worth $100 and you earn 25% commission. I've always used that number. All these numbers could be different, but I wanted to show you from numbers you're used to. Okay, so let's go back. If you had the lower end and 6% out of 1,000 purchase, that would be 60 purchases, you'd make $1,500 that month. 60 times 25 is 1,500. Or if you had 120 per, you could make three grand that first month. And it doesn't have to be months. I'm just saying whenever this happens. And then 900, 800, 700, 600. I went right down to 100. And down at 100, you get 6 purchases out of 100, $150. Or if you got 12 purchases out of 100, you'd make $300. Math doesn't lie. Not saying that's what's going to happen, but potential, all this is a potential, right? The key points. Earnings 6% represents conservative conversion with 25% commission for a $100 sale. Earnings at 12% represent a high-performing conversion with the same commission. This shows how visitors count and conversion rates directly impact your commission earnings. I'm trying to break everything down for you. And you can take this and look at it and have fun. And then down the road, you can actually make a chart of how well you're doing. Now remember, targeted traffic says, hey, Marty DeGarmo's looking for a video conferencing platform. But if the ad or maybe the page or something, a certain time of day, whatever, and they go to the lower end. Some will say yes, some will say no. But if it's perfect time, perfect, the page, it just relates to that person, it could be 6% or 12%. A little lower or a little higher on the high end. Either way. Purchase per visitor. If 1,000 visitors come, you'd have 60 purchases up to 120. I just broke it down like we had before. Earnings with a $100 product at 25% commission. This is a breakdown. 1,000 visitors, you can make from, at the low end, 1,500 up to 3,000. 500 visitors, 750 to 1,500. 100 visitors, 150 to 300. We don't know what the cost would be for targeted traffic. But trust me, it'll be as low as you can get it anywhere knowing Mr. Mufareh. Because we just know this, okay? Here's a key takeaway. AI targeting can significantly increase your conversion and earnings. Even with a small number of visitors, this is key, the potential for commission income is substantial if the product is in high demand. It's not like we're going out selling a left-handed widget. And everybody goes, what the frick is that? And then you got to explain what it is. Then you got to convince people they need it. But if you have something that people want, and remember, Ash built this company, and the products will be products that people need, and it will solve a problem. It will help them do whatever it is they need to do in business or even personal. Okay, now here's the updated chart including earnings over 2 years, assuming each sale is $100 25% commission. 2 years, okay? You have 1,000 sales, 1,000 visitors, I'm sorry, 1,440 to 2,080, okay? So if you had 1,440, that would be $36,000. After 2 years, that's what you could be making a month. If at that rate, going at the commission at the rate I had before of each month, and then I broke it down into 2 years. So after 2 years with the same commissions you saw above, at the higher end, you would have 2,880 customers, and that would put you at $72,000 a month. It could take 5 years. It could take 6, 7, I don't know. The point is, where would you be 4, 5, 2 years, even 6 months without this company? It could grow fast. And remember, 2, 3 grand is going to start changing our lives. And from then, it's just gravy, extra gravy, and some dessert. But that's the point. And you can grow at whatever pace you can grow at. And then it breaks it down. 100 visitors a month for 2 years at the percentage of 6%, you'd have 864, right? Which would equal to 21,600. This is after 2 years. And after 2 years, you'd have 43,200 a month. The second year. That's the first month, you know what we had. The second month, third, you could break it down. I didn't want to do 60 months or whatever. I just broke it down. I went right to 2 years. Key point. Earnings in 2 years, 6% commission, $100 per sale, 25% commission. Earnings, and that's at the low end, according to this. Could be lower than that. Could be higher than that. Earnings in 2 years at 12%, which is the higher end. Higher conversion scenario. Okay, so this is just a range, but it's pretty powerful if you think of what's going on, because every sale is a customer. Do they stay? Maybe not everyone, maybe, but when you have 5 products, 10 products, 20 products, 30 products, somebody's coming in for something, and many of them, if they're online marketers for one thing, will need many items. And they're not going to get a better deal than our company. They're not. And definitely not get better quality. That's what we're shooting for. That's why Mr. Mufareh has sacrificed 6 years, family time, I don't know how much money. But that's what we're entering. So this chart highlights how customer acquisition and sale earnings scale over 2 years. So that's the potential. If you just did 100 a month, every month, 100 visitors, at the lower end at 6%, you'd have 144 customers, okay? And at the low end, you'd make $3,600 a month. That's, oh, for the world, it's earth-shattering. But even for us in the U.S. and Canada, extra $3,600, are you kidding me? And at the high end, $7,200 a month. But I think most people, as they grow and their profits are higher, you move yourself up in the targeted traffic. So the more you're making, the quicker you get to maybe this, where you can make that. And by the way, this is unlimited. Where are you at in 4 years? Where are you at in 6 years? And once again, this was all hypothetical, okay? And you can go back through this and look at it. And could I have made a mistake? Absolutely, you know who I am. But I wanted to take the time to break it down because I want everybody to realize what we are part of. And it's so cool. Okay. Once again, numbers below are examples, illustration, hypothetical. That's it. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was pretty good. Came out okay. Yeah. And I'm going to say again, look, the only thing that chart covered was one product. Of course, it's a scenario, a low end scenario of 6% up to 12, but every little percentage over long term is a lot. It's a lot. And other things that aren't in that. And I just want to throw them out because it's Thanksgiving and I feel like basting a couple turkeys. All right. That sounds ignorant. But here's what I want to say. Picture this now. And this is my personal opinion, and I feel strong about it. A lot of people have told us no. Now, they give you a reason why, but one of the main reasons is they're scared to lose their behind, okay? And they know you or know me as a dreamer. What happens, the difference between a dreamer and a non-dreamer? Every once in a while, a dreamer gets it right. A non-dreamer never will because they're never trying. If you don't try, you'll never get it. Guess what? We got it. We found the golden goose. I hate to call Ash a golden goose, but we found the person that could make this happen. All of the people, not a very high percentage that told you no, don't go by their reasoning of no. That's a defense mechanism in people. I'm not doing that. It's a ripoff, blah, blah, blah. And they make this whole list of things. They're actually convincing themselves of why they shouldn't join. And if they tell themselves enough negative, then they convince themselves, I'm right, you're wrong. It's just fact. That's how people do. They won't even like me saying that, but it's fact. Now, when you become Abba and Narelle, you start to reap the rewards of this company. Maybe changing an address or being able to purchase that car, or it will be, they will be able to look at you and realize something good happened. And then you can show them. I would never say money. Money's a bad thing to bring up, right? I wouldn't do that. Proof would be they see it. They see it in you. They see how you act. And a lot of you, I don't care what anybody says, I know because I've seen it, you are the more of you than there was before. And I don't mean pound wise, because a lot of you are losing weight. There's not more Narelle, but there's more of Narelle, right? When she talks, if you know her outside of here, they're going to start recognizing, are you still in that? That's what that, right? And after 4 or 5 years, you keep saying yes. They know Narelle well enough. If she's in it, there's got to be something there. But God forbid, I'm going to admit I was wrong until the proof comes out. When the proof comes out, Abba, Narelle, M. Kylie, Tanya Hennard, all of you, Alice, everybody here, when the proof comes out, however level, I'm going to tell you something. If you're online and you make your first $5, you will walk taller, you will look better, you'll smell better, and people will notice it. What do you think 500 is going to do? What do you think $5,000 will do? All of this will happen to people. And then the people that have been watching you and acting like they're not, they're coming. My opinion, if we have 1 million founders, there's probably 10 million that said no. Think about that for a minute. It doesn't take marketing. When you're a success, shines out of you, and all this time that you've spent, they thought you were crazy, they're coming. They'll do it subtle. I wouldn't be mean. I told you. No. Is it too late? Well, no. Can I be an affiliate? Yes. Can I join now? Soon as this thing launches to the world, let them come to you. Don't be over crazy. They're going to see it anyway. Then it's such a beautiful feeling. I've had it happen where people come to you. You will be the hunted. Let's remember what Ash said. Do you know why he said that? He knew what I'm saying is coming. He knew it way back then. Most of them are going, you're going to be the hunted. Everybody's going to know your name. I don't know what that means. I'm telling you, this is what that means. Patricia Parent, Chandon, Majumdar, he's here every day. All of you that are getting laughed at or you're crazy, you're stupid, whatever. Let all that go when we start to get to Thanksgiving Day in this company and you're doing it and walking it and breathing it because you've done it all these years. Yeah, we have ups and downs. Lori Lund, I can't wait. Struggling, I hate it. I hate it for myself. That day's going to come, and they're coming. So now what happens? We got 11 million people. And let me tell you what happens from there. I said this last night in the meeting. I mean this with all my heart. All the fancy stuff we've done, all the marketing we've done, everywhere, Burj Khalifa, owning 2 floors. I'm going to tell you what the best marketing campaign we have is Mr. Ash Mufareh. After I got in, because I've been in many of them, they're supposed to be the best of the best of the best. First thing I wanted to do is find out who is the person that dares to make a company that can build dreams of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million people. At the time, there were 17,000 people. And that dream wasn't even there yet. It was long-term in Ash's mind, but even the business that we never really launched, thank God above, didn't happen. He had the concept of uplifting humanity, even then, from the very beginning. And when I met him, first time in my life online, 20 years this year. First time, guaranteed, that I met somebody that was more than I thought he was. That's why my big ass is here after 6.5 years. I mean, after 5 and going on 6 in January. That's why I'm here. Because I know I met Abba. She's like part of my family. I know there's nothing else out there that would give her a chance to live this dream. I would have never met Chris Johnson as much as I messed with him. Listen, we do it because we're like brothers. I'm going to beat the piss out of him every chance I get. But don't worry, he's loading his gun every time I say something to nail my big ass. But it's all for fun. You can't have that much fun with somebody if you weren't true friends. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't say it. Sherry Dershowitz, struggling, got the biggest heart I've ever met. She writes letters to everybody in the company. Just everybody's getting them. That's what she's doing. I want to see her succeed. As much as I want to, as much, if not more, than myself. No joke. Because I can make it. I don't want to. I don't want to make it outside of here. But I'll never do this good. If I had this business back in 2004, when I first got online, I could be a billionaire. If money was my only issue. Now, originally it's money because I didn't know there would be such a thing where we could build friendships. But I love the idea. The job I had and worked for me and I was good at it was because I traveled around the world and in my job, I was forced to work with people that didn't speak my language. And that was a blessing that I didn't even realize. I was getting prepared 25 years ago, 30 years ago also, for where I am right now. Definitely. That's how I meet people around the world, and I understand why. I traveled the world. Why did I meet Robin Noble? She traveled the world. Why is she here? Because she traveled the world. It was all set up. It was a jigsaw puzzle that we have no control over. Yes, we had hopes and dreams. I believe our Creator saw those things in some of us and said, okay, I'm going to let you do what you love doing. And then later on, I'm going to insert you in a company that this would be perfect for you. That's why I'm here. This is perfect for me. Why? Love being around people. What's the other one? I met people around the world and realized they all want the same thing. Just because they don't speak the language doesn't mean they're the enemy. The enemy is people that tell us they're the enemy, and it's not true. Judging a book by its cover. It's wrong. Some of the best people I ever met were in Russia. I was building a company there, helping build other people from around the world build this company. I had interpreters all the time, addressing things, answering things, and all that. And I realized, wow, there's great people on this planet everywhere. Really. But to be able to come into a company where it's around the world and I can stay in my house and travel the world on a webinar, Delisa Christie. Never met her in my life. But when I hear her name, I get that feeling, what a nice lady. How do I know? She's always writing something positive about everybody. If she didn't, you wouldn't know it because you don't see her. She's doing it because she wants to. Indian family all over the place. There's some I know Niraj and Gershwin is taking a lot of heat. Why? Because they stood up for everybody they know in their country. What happens when time goes by? They're easy targets. But nobody works harder than those two guys. Now's the time to back them, not go after them. They know what they know. They're not hiding anything. Mr. Mufareh does not want to come out and spittle about something until it's concrete. And I want to tell you something right now. This is 100% of what I believe. He wants to impress us. And not with words, but with actions. And you can't bless a world opportunity around the world by building something shabby or building something crappy. It takes time. Ash doesn't just answer to himself. He has to, every country's got their own law. Every country's got thousands of laws. He's trying to build something for all of us. If it was just the US, could have probably did a long time ago. If it was just UK or any country by itself, but to have them all, to try to coat the world with a company that gives the opportunity to people they've never had before, takes time. Do I wish it would happen now? I wish it would have happened 2 years ago if it was ready. And right now, ready is very soon, but I don't want it any sooner than it was meant to be and it's ready. Why? I want it to last. When that gate opens and we take off on whatever horse you have, and we all have Secretariat, you can walk it around the track. Marty ain't walking nothing. Marty's riding that thing for everything it's got. Because I'm working against time. We all are. I want to get where I want to get as quickly as I can because I want to make people smile. I want to change lives. I want a family. They don't have to know my name. It's good enough for me to know that there's families drinking fresh water. And I had a small part of it. That means more than the size of my bank account. I've said this from the very beginning. You asked Chris. I don't want to think about money. I don't want to think about because I got 500,000, I want 1 million. I got 1 million, I want 2 million. I got 2 million, I want 10 million. No, bull crap. I don't want nothing to do with that. That to me is evil. It gets you off course. I think now, if abundance comes, I can handle it. Will I've done it at 20? Maybe not. 20, I'd be dead. I didn't get smart enough and wise enough in my 20s. But can I do it now? I believe it with all my heart. But remember, this is all about all of us. You know, Keith said in his video, Marty, you know, we don't like names and labels. I don't. If I have become a big guide, okay, I'm good with that. I'm not a general. I'm not a lieutenant colonel. None of that. If I can provide content that helps you, I did what I wanted to do. I do everything I want to do. God doesn't tell me, Ash doesn't tell me nothing I have to do. Never. Marty, I want you to do a live every day. I want you to do, no, never, never. All he ever says is, thank you. And you know what he wants from us? This is really, really difficult for some. I don't know why. Just be patient, be positive. And you know what he wants us? And you know what he said? The only demand he made? Be happy. Be happy. Yes, bad things happen in our life. I know. I know. I mean, I know people look at me and go, oh, it's easy for you, Marty. You talk to Ash. You got all that. My life is pretty crazy right now. Even worse for my wife. But you know what I see? I'm not focused on today. I'm focused on where we're going. So remember, we're all going there. It's not me by myself. If it was me by myself, I wouldn't stay here. I could have done that. If it was just about me, Mike, and Dan, we could have done it without Onpassive. But a scale like this, and why I'm so excited, because I see what the potential could be, and it just blows me away. But what really blows me away is that potential is for all of us. So anyway, I want to say again, happy Thanksgiving. I want to thank everybody for being here every day with me and Chris. I'm hoping soon. I can't imagine doing a live after we're open to the world, how wild this is going to get. I want to thank people that stayed dedicated. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also speaking for Ash Mufareh because I know him well enough how he feels about all of you, and he's blown away. He's blown away. The outcome, he watches a lot of videos. So all of you that are doing videos or webinars and all, he knows, trust me. He'll be watching them in the car at high speed so he can go through as many as he can. So we all sound like Mickey Mouse. And the ones that are doing wrong, and I need this and I deserve this and he's this and he's that, it's not very smart because he sees those videos too. Just so you know. So let's take care of each other. Thank you, everybody. I mean that, for being here. I'm going to turn it over to Chris. Maybe you can do some shout outs to some people and help me get my voice back. By the way, thanks, everybody.
Help you get your voice back. Gargle. Very good, Marty. Keith, thanks for the video. It was awesome. I also want to do a shout out to Seeds Academy children. William shared with me they were doing Christmas carols, thanking everybody. I put that on my Facebook. Really cool. Look at that one guy's done with all of our help a little bit. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, man, I'm thankful. I'm in a good place, just like all of you are in a good place. Maybe you just don't know it. But for what this one guy did for all of us is going to be an amazing thing. Maybe you're in a rut today, but tomorrow's going to be different. That's how I look at it. Each day is a present. The future is coming. This company is going to blow everyone up. It's going to blow the world up. And I always go back to, listen, we're talking about one product here. I'm thankful for one account. I bought a few extra accounts. I don't even think about those because that's all bonus to me as far as I'm concerned. But all you need is one. For anyone that just ever bought one, that's okay. Mike Ellis said it 50,000 times. All you need is one product. But if you were able to buy a few more accounts, man, and I understand why I said you're not dreaming big enough. So remember that. And again, there's a lot of people right now, the holidays come around, it's not so happy holidays for them. Think about them, pray for them. One of the greatest things that I get to do on here is pray for people every day. I love it. It's my go-to no matter what. So if I miss a prayer, I try not to. I try to write them down. And if you see my desk here, my kitchen table, I should say, I have notes everywhere. And sometimes I forget them. But we're going to pray for y'all. Be patient. Not sure the process and the next few days, but I think my personal opinion, after this holiday, after this weekend, I think we're going to see some booming. But that's my opinion. But please stay patient. Please don't go against someone that's doing so many things for us. We love every one of you. Even the haters sometimes. I gotta have a heart for them because they think they're saving the world. They're not. We're going to change the world, all of us. And don't you ever forget that. Happy Thanksgiving from the Johnsons, the DeGarmos, the Mufarehs, the Minnow Millers. Thanks, Minnow, who does a great job. And she drives us crazy, but we love her for driving us crazy. She's a picture fanatic, but we love every one of you. And in the future, let's see, with Scott Pendleton, we were talking about a time change. We haven't discussed it yet. He said, you should do a live every 4 hours, YouTube. Well, listen, I told Scott yesterday, in the future, once this gets going, we're going to be doing a lot of lives with individuals, founders, showing how their lives improved, showing the things that they're helping with, showing their family members what they help with. That is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll have, Marty don't know I'm saying this yet, but in the future, we're going to have people come on in our lives and tell us a little bit about what Onpassive did for them. And I'm really excited to hear about that. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. God bless you. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Thank you, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Real quick shout out. Can't say the names right. Bob Rubin II. Hello. Thank you. Bilty. Thank you. Vivian McConish. Thank you. Narelle, always. Cynthia Deering. Thank you for being here. Rajesh Jadi, welcome. My main man, Big John White. Oh, not so big. Thank you for everything you do. Wanda Kelsley, having a problem with her broke computer, but that's okay. It's just temporary. We know you're there. Let me see. Denise Kumar, thank you for being here, always being here. Jehu Sordo, thank you. We have Mahish, welcome, and thank you. Delisha Christie, obviously, she's always here. What a great lady she is. Cecil Weir, Cecil's always here.
His birthday today.
It's his birthday. Say happy birthday to Cecil.
Kiana.
Kiana and Armando Biscani. Wow.
With the hand message, the hand puppets, he's really good at that now.
Yeah. Sherry Joshua, the one and only. Ava, my sister from another mister. She was talking to Dawn yesterday. M. Kylie, always here, always, everywhere. Collins just left me a note. What a magnificent man he is. And the OTech Bros. Hey, look, I wanted one thing from them. And they just keep giving. I'm so glad they came. They were let loose. Because now they are magnificent, all of them. Raphael, my main man, Raphael. He's on trivia every night.
He's our kicker. He's our kicker.
Really good guy. Really. Well, I wouldn't have met these people if it wasn't for
I met him personally.
Yeah, you did.
He almost killed me in a car.
Yeah, I was going to say, and he met you personally too. So,
oh, it was so funny. He was
Eddie
nervous. I don't
Brashfield.
know why he was nervous, but he was nervous. He almost drove us right into another car. It was
Ken
awful.
Bringle, thank you for being here. Chandon is always here. Okay.
Ballyhoo.
Sean Doyle Engelbretson, long time been here. I see all these names every day. Thank you, everybody. And remember, let's take care of each other. You know, what's expected of man is be kind, give when we can, even give when it hurts. And it makes you feel good. And we're about to get to the point where we're all going to be able to give. We're all going to make a big change. There's one of my favorite ladies, Listra's here.
Hi, Listra.
Thank you, Listra, for all your dedication. She's always there. Always there. You need to talk to your sister, Listra. Her hand puppets are getting a little bit over the edge.
You're doing good, Listra. We hope you're doing better.
Yeah, I do too, Listra. We miss you when you're not at trivia. Minnow came on the scene a year, 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, she's everywhere. She's an amazing woman.
She's a fly on the wall, baby.
Well, she keeps us hopping.
Yeah.
She's very good though. Kian McCullough, great lady. She showed so much how much she cares for animals and dogs. She does rescue dogs, and so much you learn about people. And yet, I want to know more about them. How do we do that? We need to meet in person, right? We need to move on. Gifty laugh's coming on. When she comes on, she's got a little laugh and a big smile. It means a lot. It means a lot. It uplifts everybody in the room. Okay, I'm going to go, but thank you, everybody. Oh, and by the way, Dawn's putting up the Christmas tree, I think, today, and I'll show you all the stuff. She's been making stuff for Christmas, too. Oh, my God. She loves that stuff, and she's good at it, so I can't even draw a straight line, so I'm not the one. Like Chris said, let's get to the holiday. I think December we'll hear some pretty cool stuff, I believe. I don't know, but I believe it. And what is today? Thursday? Yeah, nothing special. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
There's something on Thursday, isn't there? Well, it's Thanksgiving, so I don't know.
Probably not.